I bought some silver dollars here, and they are in those envelopes that I spoke about in my video. Coin collectors don't do this to your coins. You might want to watch that video where I mention certain things that you don't want to do to your coins to keep them from, toning or spotting or actually ruining your coins. These silver dollars are in these envelopes, and some of them appear to be uncirculated. Some of them are circulated, but this paper seems to be acidic. Now, they use different methods of separating wood to make paper, and they use different chemicals and acids and bleached it, and some of it seems to remain in some of these older envelopes. Now, the newer envelopes I can't speak for. I'm not saying that you can go over to Wizard Coin Supply or JP's Corners or eBay and buy these envelopes, the newer ones, and that they'll tone your coins or mess them up. I'm not saying that. But these old ones definitely affect the coin. And we're going to take a look at some of these here. I just took this out, and we're going to see if there's anything I can do to restore this coin. Now, it's not ugly too much in the video here, but when you have the coin in hand, it's kind of sad. It's not the fault of the owner. No one knew this was going to do this to these coins. You put them in the envelope, you think it's safe. So I don't want anyone to think that, oh my goodness, it's your fault because you left them in those. There's nothing you can do once it happens. At least I don't think there is. I'm sure certain ones maybe will look a little better if I tried to restore them. I use Easiest. Now, you can use MS-70. You can try to use acetone if you want to. Whatever method you think would work. Because these coins here, there's not going to be a whole lot you can do to them to restore them completely or to actually hurt them unless you use Brasso or something really harsh on these coins. Now, I'm not doing this video to give advice on cleaning coins. These are my coins that I own, and if I ruin them, it's my fault. When I sell them, I will put that I restored them or I cleaned them. Because at the way they look now, they're not very nice looking coins. Now, it doesn't mean that they're 100% ugly and no one wants them, but here's an example that I don't know if I can do anything about. But I'm going to try. I'm going to show you these the way they look here, but I'm going to try to do something. I'm going to share what they look like after I attempt to restore these, but we're going to look at a few more of these. Okay, so I showed you the 19020. This one has a chance at maybe becoming a little better eye appeal coin. And then I have a few more I want to show you. Some of these are circulated, and I really don't know if I want to mess with them, but I'm probably going to go ahead and try something to see if I can lighten it up a little bit. What I do is I use a little bit of water, and I try to dilute the Easiest. The MS-70 might even tone them up even worse, and I don't want to do that because there could be some chemical reactions to these. And I don't want any chemical reactions. If I can improve them, I will. If I can't, then they are what they are because they don't look that great. I know a lot of people think, well, I don't mind them looking like that. Sell them to me. Well, I don't like them like this. And not only that, I want to share this with everyone. This is my first opportunity at being able to mess with these coins like this and do a video on them. Because I've had coins like this in the past, and I would just sell them how they are because there's just not a whole lot you can do to them. But we're looking at these as they look before I do anything, and I'm not going to show every single one of them. So here are some of the labeled uncirculated BU, and they were BU probably when they put in those envelopes, but they're no longer BU. They're UNC coins, but they've had a reaction with the chemicals in the paper. Most of them that I'm going to attempt to restore are going to be these. I think they have a better chance of at least looking a little bit better than what they are. And like I said, if I sell them as restored coins. If I send them off if they do really well and I think they look really nice and I send them off to PCGS or NGC, then we'll just see what they say about it, see what they think. Because I'm not going to do anything harsh to them. I'm just trying to reverse some of this. I'm trying to remove some of this oxidation. Some of this, I don't know, like I said, it's whatever happened, the alkalinity of the paper, I'm not sure. Like I said, I am not a chemist. I know a little bit about chemistry. I had chemistry class, but I'm definitely no expert on chemical reactions. But I can read about it, and I know what oxidation is. I know how chemicals can react and cause chemical reactions and things like that, and know what they react to, like nitrogen and pure oxygen and things like that. So I'm aware of some of the ways that coins can tone. Sulfur is another thing that'll tone coins. And here's 21 here. You're dropping them too much. And that's, like I said, this one here has a really good chance of maybe lightening up enough to actually have some nice eye appeal to it. And here's another circulated one. I don't typically try this on circulated coins, but I'm going to try just for this video purpose. That's the only reason I'm going to do these circulated ones, a couple of them, just so we can see what happens. And I'm basically taking the risk for you. I'm doing it for you, to share with you, to show you. I'm not recommending this for you to do it to your coins, but if you're brave enough, that's up to you, but you take that risk. Just to give you a little idea, a little better idea than what they look like here. And there's that one. It's the same as the other row too, but they most certainly came out of these envelopes, and they're older envelopes. Are you really ready for these results? Do you want to see what I did to these coins? Well, here we go. This is the big reveal of me trying to restore these coins from these envelopes. And the results are actually surprising. Here is the circulated coin, one of them. And it was already in the AU range. I see, turn it over here. It's got enough extra fine 45 to AU. Really? I'm kind of surprised. I thought that I would not be able to remove that haziness. And here's the second one that was circulated. Now, obviously, you know, to me, I mean, you could say cleaned. Kind of looks at it maybe a little beat up, but yet, and again, it didn't take anything off but that haze that was off that paper. You can still see patina. Really, it's not too bad at all. I could probably sell these easily as extra fine coins. I could put on it restored, you know, and that's what I will do when I do sell these. But the problem is that they're probably going to get passed off later on as coins that don't have a problem. I don't know if they have a problem or not. I mean, I've seen plenty of extra fine 45s, and these look pretty good for extra fine 45s. Then here's the uncirculated 21. And I'm here to tell you, I have tried to restore coins in the past and was unsuccessful. But my new methods that I use with the EZS and the water and you know, patting the coins dry and making sure I rinse the coins off, and I use those non-latex gloves. I use the nitrile gloves. And the key is actually rinsing the coins, I mean, thoroughly. Make sure you rinse them until there's no more, I should say, slipperiness to the coin. There has to be friction on all around the coin when you are rinsing them. But that really turned out nice. I'm here to tell you, I'm really surprised. Actually, when it comes down to it, I didn't pay as much as I should have paid, knowing that this comes off the coin. I did not know. Now you can still see down here a little bit. It didn't remove it all, but it did not remove the natural finish of the coin because it's still underneath some of that. You can still see some of that there. This was one of them that was really coated, if you remember. It's an 1884 O. So you can still see some of the fingerprints that was on it before. They were mishandled, but like I said, it's back in the day, people didn't think of that kind of thing. They weren't really worried too much about that. Now, some collectors are a lot pickier. Some people aren't, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you like coins that look polished up, that's your prerogative. That's your collecting. It's your business, actually. This one's pretty nice too. It turned out. I'm kind of really happy about this. Didn't think they would turn out so well. Here's a little die clash. That's what that is there. And you always want to look for the E clash on the reverse of these. That's always nice to find on any coin, but I mean, there are some that are better varieties with the E on them. And there's a nice another 84O, and the 84Os seem to be the ones that were really bad, but you know, really nice, weak struck though, but they're nice coins. It really turned out nice. And here's an 80O, or I should say an ADS. You can still see some of the haziness from the fingerprints and the envelope, but I mean, most people would be happy with a coin like this. They're nice coins. And I'll probably, if I do list these on the site, I'll put them up on the site as restored, as seen in video, and I'll probably put the video in there. But you can still see it. This still has some of that on there. I'm not going to try to remove it completely because I don't want to ruin the coins. Just don't want to, and I don't feel they're ruined. But I do, me being the way I am, I want to tell people what I've done. And here is a 1883 O with a die crack there, and that is a really cool die crack. It's just the die crack's pretty obvious, but the coins really turned out nice. They still have some of the results of the being in the envelope, so I can still see that, but I'll tell you what, they've actually turned out pretty well. Pretty good. There's another 84O I had in there. Reverse looks really nice. There's another die clash on that one. Then here's the 02Os that I had. And they still, like I said, you can still tell they have a little bit left, but it did brighten them up enough. But it didn't get below the chemical reaction that happened while they were in the envelopes. So you know that I didn't get into the original patina because the original layer is still underneath some of that reaction, or part of the reaction now. That's why it didn't come off, because it's actually chemically reacted and probably bonded to the original surface. But I am happy with the results. The coins are a little better for selling, and they don't have clean lines on them. They don't have rub marks on them. And I feel 100% confident that the coins here that are uncirculated, if I sent them off to PCGS or NGC, they would come back problem-free. Now, I might miss something on one or two of them, and they might, I have to look out a little bit closer. But I am confident of that. Even if I send them off in these envelopes, the way they look before, you saw the pictures. I let you see them. If I would have sent them off, they could get questionable or AT toning. Now they have a chance. So that's what I do. Taking these coins that, really would not be considered much of anything to a dealer or a collector, and restore them a little bit, and then being able to sell them so someone can be proud to own them and have them in their collection. That's why I say that I'm also not just a coin dealer, but kind of a coin broker too. You kind of handle things and prepare it for sale, prepare it for collections. So thanks for watching my latest video. Be easy on me in the comments, guys. I am by far not perfect, but they're my coins, and I'm not telling you to do this. I know everybody's like, oh my goodness, the disclaimers, we get it. But I have to do that. I want everybody to know and understand where I'm coming from. So hit that sub button if you like these kind of videos, and have a great day.